How to fix up an old house on a budget. How do you know you'll make a profit on the house? What's the best way to save for your first property? How rundown is too rundown? Tips when you get your home. Is there a particular mortgage to use? I bought a house on my own at 25 with zero renovation experience and decided to do as much of the renovation as possible on my own whilst working full time. And these are some of the most common questions I get. I ain't professional, I ain't qualified, this is just some of my experience. I'm gonna answer the first three in one because they all kind of blend together in my opinion. To me, this one's purely work ethic and maths. You got to be willing to try, to learn, to show up even when you don't want to, and take advantage of what you can, whether that's people around you, YouTube, TikTok, even AI. But you've also got to have a plan, have an idea of how much it'll cost, and then add extra for contingency. I like to add 50% because I'm cautious, but some people add 10 to 20%. You just never know what's going to come up. I saved a big chunk of my deposit using a LISA, so I put in the max of 4k a year and the government gave me 25% bonus. So it ended up being a total of 5k a year. I also saved extra on the side and I just used a normal mortgage on the house, but because my plan is to build a property portfolio, I'll likely be using SPVs, bridging loans, all of that stuff in the future. How rundown is too rundown? In my eyes, it depends how much work you're willing to put in, what your budget is, and what your plans are for the final house. If it's a forever home and you can see a clear vision with it, then you might want to buy even more rundown. And in all honesty, almost anything is fixable. But if the aim is to make money, then it purely comes down to the figures and whether the return on investment is right for the amount of money that you're spending. Finally, how do you know if you'll make a profit? I mean, I guess you never really do, but it's all about having clear projections for work, timelines, costs, and building in contingencies so you can be confident that you're choosing a profitable property. Those are some of the most common questions I've had. I'm just learning as I go, but if you've got any other questions, feel free to ask, whether that's a message, a comment, whatever. And make sure to hit follow to join me on my journey to build a property portfolio.